Previously.
Last time we played it was a blowout, and I'm hoping for the same result this time.
On Progression Series Season 2.
It's as good as over, buddy. Hey!
The Dust Shoot for the Mystic Swordsman, Dust Tornado for the Skill Drain, and then to top it all off, the IO for the Premature Aerial.
Oh, your buddy's deck loses to gravity, boy!
In this series, both Nyhmnim and myself will be opening 24 booster packs or one box of a core Yu-Gi-Oh! Booster set. We will build a deck and play a best 2 out of 3, and the winner will receive a small prize to upgrade their deck. However, in each episode, we will open another box of the next set that was released, moving in chronological order, constantly upgrading our decks before dueling each other at the end of each episode. But this time around, we'll be introducing side sets, a new banning system, and plenty of other fun surprises that you'll just have to watch to find out. This is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression Series Season 2. If you want 5% off any singles or sealed product, click the affiliate links in the description and use code Cimoooooooo5. And clicking the TCG Player affiliate link before you shop helps support us to provide you with more amazing content.
Folks, welcome back. Get used to seeing me here because you're going to be seeing me for a long time. We didn't get lucky with our last wild card. Let's hopefully get something better this time around. I'm going to give this a couple clicks. No common wild cards, please. We're talking Starlights, Snatch Steals, only the cream of the crop for me, please. Let's go! Oh, any card in the game! Oh, that's crazy! Yeah, my turn now, bitch. Oh my god, dude. Any card from any previous set? Oh my god, what do I take? It took some contemplation. I had to call in some reinforcements, but I did come to a decision, and I think the decision is I am going to take a copy of Snatch Steal and put it in my collection. It's finally my turn to play with one of the most iconic cards in Progression Series history. There were so many other options, but out of everything, Snatch Steal is the one that doesn't get a reprint for a long time, and its legality comes back pretty much never. Blackluster Soldier was the only other option on my radar, but that one I think pulls an immediate ban. With Chaos Sword going to 1 this list, Chaos might be a little bit more iffy to build. I think Alex wouldn't expect it, but I do think long-term Snatch Steal is going to be a lot better. Even if it does draw out an immediate ban with this episode, I think hopefully it does some cool shit. Right, after that super exciting wheel spin, I'm going to let Alex tell you guys about one of the worst sets in Yu-Gi-Oh's history, and that's Cyberdark Impact. Take it away, Alex.
Not gonna lie, I'm still a bit fucking salty after last episode. I get that maybe I didn't make the right meta call, but the way that I lost last episode was absolutely soul-crushing. And so here we are, fittingly, in the loser circle. Now, Cyberdark Impact is today's set, I believe released in November 2006. I will die on this hill. This set historically may have been one of, if not the worst set of all time, but I think that this has actually been one of the best aged sets from the GX era. So it's sort of like a fine wine or a fine cheese in that regard, right? Because when you look at this set compared to like some of the other terrible sets we've seen in the Progression Series Season 2 thus far, those sets may have like 2 playable cards, but this set in particular is far and away different. When you start by looking at the super rares, yeah, okay, nothing to talk about here, but the rares surprisingly are actually not bad. Vanity's Fiend and Vanity's Ruler have seen quite a bit of play. Vanity's Ruler even still sees play today at the time of recording this in Drytron decks. Black Horn of Heaven had a huge stint of playability back in like hat format when people realized how strong that this card was. When you get down to the ultra rares, again, nothing too special. I think the fun part about this set is the commons and rares are really where it's at. And when you get to the commons, we get Yu-Gi-Oh's best worst card in Snipe Hunter. This card has lost people many games, but it's also won people many games. And I imagine this will be seeing some play in today's episode in some capacity because this card is quite good. We also have all the barrier statues, which have seen tons of play in various stun decks, even seeing play in Season 1 of the Progression Series. We get down here to cards like Instant Fusion, Chain Strike, and Accumulated Fortune were 2 power cards for the Chain Burn deck that has seen multiple tops and has even actually gone all the way to the World Championship. And then there's some more obscure cards in here as well that has seen very short stints of playability, but by comparison, is it a GX set? Yes. Is it terrible? Of course, but at least there's like 10 cards in the set that make you excited compared to the usual 2, sometimes 1 in the instance of some of these sets. So I don't think it's too bad. And I think there's some cards that we could actually play around with in here for today's episode in particular. But before we get into that, of course, we have to open our 3 pity packs. We're on Champion Pack 1, as a matter of fact. We are out of the original tournament packs, moving on to Champion Packs. So So first pack, let's flip it up and see. I think we already have a playset of Threatening Roar, sadly, so don't really need any more copies of that. Let's flip up pack number 2. Again, not too crazy. Final Countdown's very funny. I don't know if we're going to be playing it. Pack 3, can we get something useful? I think actually we only pulled 2 Stealth Birds, so I think this is our 3rd copy of this, and I think we have 3 My Bodies, so it could have been better, but I guess we got 1 usable card at the very least. But let's go ahead and get to cracking 24 packs of Cyberdark Impact.
All right, we're looking for like 1 card, and that's Snipe Hunter from this. None of the Cyberdark cards are even playable because we banned Cyber Dragon in our format. Let's see what we get from one of the worst sets in Yu-Gi-Oh's history. Nothing good off of pack number 1, and I didn't expect anything. First copy of Snipe Hunter. Going to be looking for 3 of these bad boys. In the early game, he's not too bad. He's not too shabby. Oh, Vanity's Ruler. Played today. Hell of a card, actually. And Miraculous Rebirth. As you can see, we're $0, and it might as well be, dude. Black Horde of Heaven's actually a pretty cool counter trap card. Would be good against stuff like Cyber Dragon, stuff that you special summon that doesn't start a chain. That's the only time you can activate Blackhorn. You would use this against Hieratics back in the day, too, I'm pretty sure. In our format, again, not something too playable.
24 packs of Cyberdark Impact coming right up. Here's some barrier statues right off the bat. Storm Winds and Heavens. If we get a playset of all of them, that would be ideal. Chain Strike is in here. I'm not sure how viable Chain Burn is as a strategy, but if we get multiple copies of this, it's something we could look at. Justy Break is quite an interesting card because this is basically Mirror Force as long as you're playing normal monsters. And in all honesty, I've played several decks this series with normals because I like just having high statted monsters because Gage has to use several cards to deal with them. So this is something I could consider. Pack number 3, and there is Mr. Snipe Hunter himself. This card will be the culprit of many infuriating episodes of the progression series to come, but that means it's more entertainment for you guys. First super rare of the opening, Mr. Cyberdark Horn. It's pretty bad when I'm more excited about the 2 barrier statues plus Instant Fusion. Instant Fusion is going to be very important later on. Ultimate rare Allure Queen level 7. This card looks sick in real life. Happy to have pulled it, but we're not playing it. I may play Chain Strike though. I will consider this.
Oh, and the horn, back to back, dude. I used to have this piece here as well as all 3 of the other ones in PSA 10 Ultimate Rare, but I did get rid of them. This deck is unplayable at release on this, and it was unplayable until I got a structure deck many years later. And you want my humble opinion? It is still unplayable. Vanity's Fiend, also equally as good as a tribute monster there, pretty strong. That's my 3rd Snipe Hunter I've gotten. Got a mix of barrier statues that we were looking for. I think we got everything we needed from Cyberdark, honestly. Ultra rare, Dark Lucius, level 8. And another Vanity's Fiend, dude. Much better guy looking there.
Cyber Esper's our 2nd super rare. I like the concept of this card, but unfortunately it's just bad, so we're not going to play it. Hey, there he is, Mr. Vanity's Fiend. This card could actually be quite relevant in the very late stages of the progression series when we play very special summon heavy decks. And if we get a playset of this, I'll be happy. And also an Instant Fusion, and that's 3 Chain Strike, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, Chain Bird would be so sick. Okay, 2nd Vanity's Fiend, another Instant Fusion. I think we're set on Chain Strikes, and I think this is our 2nd or 3rd copy of Accumulated Fortune, which we do need to play the Chain Strike, the Chain Burn deck. So, I mean, we're getting all the pieces for it. All right, 2nd Snipe Hunter. I was actually getting a bit worried we weren't going to get a 2nd one of these. We probably are only going to play 1, but having a 2nd one's nice to just have. And I think this is our first Black Horn of Heaven. May not be super relevant now, but later on this will be quite good. Is that our 3rd Vanity's Fiend? It's either 2nd or 3rd, and in either case, that's great because just having these in the bank is fantastic. 3rd Snipe Hunter too.
Cyber Ogre 2. All right, bro. Yeah, incredible, insane. All right, last few packs here. Can we get anything big in the close? We got literally everything we could ask for. Got our 1 copy of Instant Fusion to use for later, and an Ultimate Rare Vanity's Fiend to wrap it up. Man, what more could I ask for, dude? Like I said, there was nothing too exciting besides the common slots with the barrier statues, the Snipe Hunters, and Blackhorn's a cool rare, I guess, and of course Instant Fusion. Can't understate the power of this card here. Everything I could ever want from Cyberdark Impact. The big stuff was for the wheel today. Let's get the billing. Let's see what we can crush Alex with.
Cyberdark Edge, we're actually 1 Cyberdark heal away from being able to play Cyberdark Dragon. That would require us to pull it, and that'd be hilarious, but I still don't think we're going to. All right, you guys, only a few packs left of Cyberdark Impact. Let's flip up the last ones. Ultra Dark Lucius level 8. Hilarious, but again, not going to play because that card sucks. 2nd to last pack, anything good? I think we already have Instant Fusion Snipe Hunter, so I think we're set in that department. Last pack. Let's see what we get in the close. I think we probably have playsets of all the barrier statues. If not, we have like minimum 2 copies of all of them. I think I got everything I was looking for. I think we got a playset of Instant Fusion, a playset of like Vanity's Fiends. We got Snipe Hunters. I mean, we got like everything we could have wanted in the low rarity and didn't want anything in high rarity. So let's get to deck building because oh boy, I've got some ideas.
I had to put the new card to work with Snatch Steel, ladies and gentlemen. Gotta play it, dude. This card's incredible. incredible, and I can't wait to activate it on Alex, take his dude, and win today's episode again. Decided to go back to Monarch by freshen up the build a little bit. I think Alex had the right idea. He had a lot better cards in his list than mine. I think the first time I tried to pilot this deck, it was atrocious. So we've definitely changed it around a little bit, and hopefully we can grab a win from this. We're playing the zombie package yet again with Ryu Koki and Pyramid Turtle with the Spirit Reaper as well as the Vampire Lore. Alex had the one up on me by playing Ryu Koki, and I did have a copy of Book of Life that I got from Dark Beginning, but completely forgot about it. Not bad. Our engine's pretty much just as good as Alex's. Traded Mystic Tomato for a couple copy of Giant Rats to get us into those precious turtles. The Soul Exchanges should be a blowout, and of course Snatch Steal taking up any of Alex's dudes, sacking it over for any of our Monarchs should be powerful, of which we've changed the lineup a little bit. Ryu Koki's a 6, so it does pair with Soul Exchange. Mobius has been added to the collection. Thestalos, and then we took out Grand Marg instead because Grand Marg's kind of poopy. I think this list is a lot more sound than it was before. I think this is definitely a lot more playable. Side deck stuff is just maybe a whole bunch of aggressive cards to be able to side into if Alex plays some kind of super heavy control strat. Got a good feeling about this list, especially with Snatch Steal. Can't go wrong. Let's see how we do.
Let's see how Gage does in today's episode of the Progression series, because today we're bringing Chainburn, baby. You know we had to do it. We pulled all the cards we needed out of Cyberdark Impact, and if Gage isn't playing one particular card, we probably just auto win the game immediately. So this is Chainburn. If you've never seen this deck before, you are probably blessed, because this is an atrocity on man and the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game in general. The whole concept of the deck is that we're trying to stack a bunch of cards together in a chain so that we can maximize our damage output to eventually burn Gage to death. Ideally, with a card like Chain Strike, if we get this to Chain Link 5 or 6, it's going to do 2,000, 2,400. If it's Chain Link 4, even it's 1,600, which is good enough. And as long as we can hit our Chain Link 4s for accumulated fortune, we get to Pot of Greed off of this card. And so everything else is just to supplement this strategy. This really doesn't interact with a lot of what Gage does, but it's sort of like a race to see who can actually just win first, and that's what makes it so exciting, while also infuriating at the same time. So let's do the card by card. Different from traditional Chainburn decks, we're allowed to play the jars. We have Cyber Jar. I think Morphing Jar was actually legal, but Cyber Jar is different. Now, this does give Gage access to monsters on his field, but it doesn't really matter when we have up like Messenger of Peace, Level Limit, Gravity Bind, if everything he summons can't attack anyway. But this card just says draw 5 cards, which means we get to refuel our hand, get more burn cards, and probably just win the game. Morphing Jar does the same thing, but in a bit of a safer way, because it doesn't give Gage a ton of monsters. But I figure we have to try Cyber Jar, because this is probably the only time Cyber Jar has been playable in Chainburn altogether. Then the spells: Triple Chain Strike, because it's the namesake of the deck and one of the most potent of the burn cards we have. We need Dark Hole in here just because it's nice to be able to clear Gage's board if it gets a little bit too out of hand. Torrential Tribute would be more ideal because it's chainable. However, we don't have access to it because it is banned. Level Limit plus Triple Messenger plus Gravity Bind are in here, and while these cards aren't chainable, sans Gravity Bind, they slow Gage down from actually being able to kill us, and we need that because we need that time in order to actually fulfill our win condition. The last few spells: Poison to the Old Man does 800 damage. It also can gain us 1,200 life, which if we're just falling behind, we can use this to stay in the game, maybe draw like one last burn card to kill Gage. Pot of Greed is probably the best burn card because it just draws us 2 more cards, and 3 Tremendous Fire because it's a consistent 1,000 points of damage we can always deal to Gage and also gets our chains going. Then for the traps, there is a shit ton of them. Accumulated Fortune just says draw 2 as long as we use it as Chain Link 4 or higher. Chain Detonation is not a traditional chain burn card because there are better cards such as Just Desserts, but sadly we don't have access to that card because that was released, I believe, in starter deck Yugi, so we just never got that in Progression series. Instead though, Chain Detonation is not a terrible card. This says inflict 500 damage to your opponent, which is pretty measly compared to like Tremendous Fire, Chain Strike, and the like, but if it's used as Chain Link 2 or 3, you can shuffle this back into the deck, which means it's another source of damage. But if it's Chain Link 4 or higher, you actually bounce this card back to your hand. So this means we're going to be able to potentially reuse this card again if we bounce it to our hand, which then turns it into 1,000 damage, but more importantly adds another card onto our chain. Dimension Wall is a chainable card that is not chainable in all instances. It can start a chain going if we need it to if Gage attacks us, but this is basically Magic Cylinder but worse because it doesn't negate attacks. However, if Gage decides to attack us, we can Dimension Wall, get in a ton of damage, and it's good enough. I've said before that Fire Darts is probably the worst card printed, but it's probably good enough to play in this deck. This card says activate only while you have no cards in hand, which is probably the worst part about it. Roll a 6-sided die 3 times, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the sum of the rolls times 100. So at a maximum, this will do 1800, and a minimum, it'll do 3. So if you want to average it out, it'll be somewhere between 9 and 1200 on average, which is on par with a tremendous fire, which is pretty good. I'm really hoping we can win with this because maybe there's some trolly way that gauges on like 17 or 1800 life points, and then we fire this, hope for the best, and it actually kills him. That he would never live that down. That would just be the best possible scenario. We have 2 Jar of Greed. I only have 2. I pulled 2 of these, I believe, as a reprint. I didn't get these in Labyrinth of Nightmare. I think it was Dark Beginning, one of those, but I'd play 3 if I could, but I only have 2. 1 Ojama Trio. This card is a lot better with just desserts, but we don't have access to it. It's still good for Secret Barrel because this gives us 900 extra damage on, or excuse me, 600 extra damage on Secret Barrel. But the more important part is it clogs Gage's field, so we can't summon more monsters to be able to just kill us out of nowhere. So I don't really want to play 2 of this, just 1 of it. I think if we see it is probably fine. Double Reckless because this card just newly got semi-limited to 2 this format, and if we draw this and like accumulate it, we probably just win the game. Ring of Destruction is legal, and it's a burn card, so we're gonna play it. Triple Secret Barrel, probably like the best standalone burn spell we have that's like by itself, and Triple Threatening Ward to just help us not die, but it's also chainable, so that means we can stack it with our other chaining effects. I'm probably not even gonna go into the side deck, but it sort of depends on what Gage is playing. So I have 2 Desk Koala and 2 Lava Golem in case I need like more burn outlets, because since we don't have just desserts, we can't really deal out as much damage as we would like to in normal circumstances. And so Lava Golem's good because since we have 5, 6, 7, 8 ways to stop attacks, Dimension Wall is also quite hilarious because if Gage attacks, we can Dimension Wall it and he'll take 3k to the face. So Lava Golem may actually come in. Desk Koala is a little bit slower, but it can actually do like 2000, 2400 if Gage has a full grip. So this is a nice one as well. Death Wombat, I'm citing this solely because I have this weird hunch Gage might also be playing this deck. And so if we have this, we auto win the matchup. I only have like 2 or 3 outs to this. It's like Ring of Destruction, Dark Hole, I guess Cyber Jar is a third now that I'm looking at this, and Skill Drain is a way to stop this as well. So, I mean, it could be dicey if Gage is playing this, but if he's playing Chain Burn and we have this and he doesn't, we just win the game immediately. So I just want this in here as a safeguard because like your side deck doesn't really matter with this deck too much. And then wrapping up the rest of the side deck, Book of Moon, True Nade, Double Dust Tornado, 7 Tools, and Triple Skill Drain. Like Skill Drain's exclusively in here for Death Wombat. I guess if Gage is playing like Pac-Man again, we could Skill Drain and that way he can't like Swarm of Locusts us every single turn, or Des Lakuta keep drawing. Paying 1,000 for that is fine. So it's a card that we can play. Like it conflicts with our flips here, but like who cares? It doesn't matter. So in any case, I just want to just kill Gage with this deck. I think this is going to be hilarious because there's no way he's going to see this coming unless he's playing it himself. Oh my God. Please let me Fire Darts this man for 666s. That's all I'm going to say. So ladies and gentlemen, let's not make you wait any longer. It's time to duel. Gage, I'm actually quite excited for this episode because I know you're on my side for this one, which doesn't happen very often. We usually fight about everything, but you agree with me that Cyberdark Impact is probably actually one of the better GX sets because you look at this compared to like half the other sets, probably like almost all the other sets in GX, and this set has like 10 playable cards.
They're playable cards in the future, though. Keep in mind, Mr. Barrier statue over here.
Hey.
But like the thing is, bro, like if you ask anybody in today, dude, Cyberdark Impact has looked back at one of the worst sets in Yu-Gi-Oh's history, bro. And I think it's more because of like the pulls actually from it are garbage. Like you would never go and buy a box today because you want some ultra rare Cyberdark horn? Like go ahead. But like I guess playable standards, you got some really decent commons. You got the Barrier statues, which long term are pretty good. Snipe Hunter, of course, is really strong and stuff like that. It's not that bad, but being heralded as one of the worst sets in history, I think it's definitely deserved too.
I mean, yeah, it's all contextual, of course, right? And I mean, who knows? We may be even seeing some of those episodes, or excuse me, some of those cards in today's episode. I think Snipe Hunter is probably the one that's like on most of our radars because there have been some great highlights from season 1 with Snipe Hunter. So maybe we will be seeing those happen once again. I'm ready to get into it, buddy, if you are. Let's shout the patron. It is the Rising Phoenix. Thank you for the support, and let me rise to the occasion and go first, please. Fuck, never mind.
No shot, buddy.
All right, what are you doing?
Well, I do think the right move is to always go first, so I'm gonna like to go first in these early stages.
Let's see what you got, buddy. Best
of luck, duelist. You will need it. All right, I will go standby phase into my main phase. I'll start off with a humble set, and it is now your move.
Wow, one set and a pass. Not even back row this time. Are you feeling okay over there, buddy?
I don't even need it, bro. I don't need it.
I guess. Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't. All right. I'll go to main one. I'm going to think how I want to do this. Okay. I think for my move, all I'm going to do is set 1, 2, throw it back.
No monsters. Are you feeling okay, buddy?
I mean, you don't have back row. I don't have monsters. Like, you know, together we make a complete duelist, right?
Right? All right. I will go standby phase into the main phase. Well, let's go for it. Let me see what you're playing, bro. I'm going to flip up Giant Rat.
Ooh, okay.
And to pair with the rat, I'm going to summon in a Sura Priest.
Okay, sure.
Okay. I will go battle. Let's get aggressive. Rat's going to tussle with you for 14.
I'll take 14. That's fine.
Okay. How about 17?
I'm not so sure about 17. I think I'm gonna
300.
The 300 difference does make quite a difference because I'm going to activate Dimension Wall.
Oh my god, wait a minute. You're not on burn right now. Oh my god.
I said some cards from Cyberdark Impact might make an appearance this episode, buddy. What can I possibly be referring to?
It is some cheeks, or it doesn't even kill the Asura Priest.
Oh no,
right,
it's
fine.
bad magic cylinder. It doesn't negate the attack, but you take all the damage, and that is all I need, buddy. Thanks for the free 1700. I appreciate that.
Hey man, no problem, dude. I will go main phase 2 and tell you what, I'll just wrap up the turn. We'll go to end phase. Asura Priest to hand at your move.
See, I don't have to kill your monster. It's just gonna bounce back to hand anyway. What do I care? All right, I'll go to main 1. I'm just chilling over here, buddy. I'll set 1 and pass. Go ahead.
Is that the second dimension wall? No shot.
Why don't you summon that Asura Priest again and find out?
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll go in for it. I'll go Priest again, okay?
Sure.
All right, surprise me, bro. 14.
This time I've got Gravity Bind.
Oh, no! All right, yeah, that one will
You
do
had
it.
your fun last episode. Now it's my turn for the Gravity Bind.
This is at 1 right now,
It's at
too.
1, buddy. It's at 1. Freshly limited, I believe. Feels so good to draw the 1 of.
All right, well, I guess I'm just going to go to end phase, okay?
Yeah, bounce that Asura Priest back to your hand. Get him out of here. All right, we'll go to main phase 1. I guess we need to get some things going here. I'm going to set 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to throw it to you, buddy.
Where did this all fucking come from? Okay, I'll go standby phase. I will set 1. I will move the rat to defense.
Okay.
And I will add another set card to the mix.
Sure.
Your move.
Do I have any responses? I don't think so. All right, we'll go ahead and draw. Head on to main 1 here. I think I'm just going to pass. I'm not in any rush.
All right, man. I'll draw. Standby main.
All good.
All right, I will move the rat to attack.
Okay.
I will flip another rat.
That's perfectly fine.
Battle.
Okay.
Dust the 1 gravity bind.
So dusting Gravity Bind. Okay. So in response to that, I think we can have a little bit of fun. I'm going to go Chain Link 2.
Oh, this is actually
Poison of the Old Man.
Oh my god, okay. All right, which one are you
I am going to
selecting there,
inflict
Duels?
800 damage to you.
That's a lot of damage. Okay, bro. No
Okay.
problem. Okay.
Chain Link 3, I'm going to Jar of Greed.
Okay, accumulated fortune, bro. No, come on.
Chain Link 4,
Let's go!
Accumulated Fortune.
Yo, let's go.
So I'm
Okay,
going to
that's
draw
fine.
1, 2, 3 cards, deal 800 damage to you,
Okay.
and then everything will resolve. So everything will go. My Gravity Bind will also fall as well.
Okay, I will opt to not set a card, and then I'll just go attack for 14,
I'll take 14.
attack for 14.
I'll take 14 more.
Lovely, bro. I will just go main 2, and I'll just pass it.
Okay, I'll draw. Main 1, that's a bit awkward, actually. Okay, what do we do now? Okay, this time, I'm going to set 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll throw it back to you, buddy.
All right. Okay, I will draw for turn. I will go standby phase main phase.
That is fine.
I will summon Asura Priest, and then I will go to my battle phase.
Thinking.
Okay.
Battle phase is fine.
Okay. I'll declare for 14.
14 is fine.
Declare for 14.
14 is fine.
Game.
I will activate Dimension Wall.
Oh no. Okay, I'll take another 17. No problem.
I will
Anything else?
chain Secret Barrel.
Okay. 200 for each in hand. Okay, that's fine.
So this is going to result in 2 times 9, so this is 1800.
Okay, still perfectly fine.
I
It's
will
less than half
chain Detonation.
still. Oh lord, it's starting to stack up.
So this is an additional 5.
Okay. this is chain link 3, so it's gonna go back to the deck, correct?
At the end of the resolution, correct. It will go back to the deck.
All right.
Chain link
feeling
4,
perfectly okay?
chain strike.
That's a lot. Okay, how much is this?
So this is chain link 4, so it's going to deal 400 times its chain number. So it's going to deal 1,600. So
I don't think I'm dead yet, so I think we're okay.
So you're going to take 16.
All right. Here, is this going to resolve?
I have nothing else, so it will resolve.
Okay.
So 16.
Okay, so I'll take the 16.
5.
Yep.
18.
Yep.
17.
Oh my god! Oh my god! I lost the chamber! Oh my god! All right, game. Bro, I did not expect to be seeing chain burn on episode 1 of the progression series that it's actually playable. That's insane. Bro, you know who actually really loves this deck?
Who?
Joji Orlando loves
Oh, yeah?
chain burn. Yeah, he loves chain burn, and he talks a lot about it and how powerful it deceptively was back in the day with cards like Ojama Trio and everything. What a terrifying deck, bro. I'm learning that today. So
What? Maybe he'll make content of him like everyone else just watching this video, and he can review my chain burn technical play so I can improve for future prog episodes. But
yeah,
that's later on, buddy. I am so ready to see you not have Des Wombat, so let's get to it.
It is a deceptively skill-based deck, though, and I don't think you're that good of a duelist, Alex.
Wow, okay.
So I'm going to do something. Tell you what, I think you having an additional card to be able to outburn me is too strong. So I'm going to let you go first with the chain burn deck. No problem.
I also thought in our specific format, this is an interesting choice solely because I get the extra card if you let me go second. So
Yep.
I also get the extra card if you let me go first because I pot degrade.
Go figure. Yeah, that's
So yeah, that's fine. Like I'll take that. That's cool. All right. So now, Sand's a little bit different. I'm going to set one, and I'll just throw it to you, buddy.
Hey, bud, no problem. I'm going to draw for turn. I'll go standby phase, main phase, okay?
It's fine.
All right, cool. Start of the main phase, we'll kick it off strong with Cold Wave.
I mean, that's pretty good against chain burn. Yeah, okay, sure.
Pretty all right. Let's get in there, man. We'll follow it up with a new fella here. Snipe Hunter is going to join the fray.
Ooh, the man. Okay, sure. How lucky you feeling, buddy?
I'm feeling very lucky, bro. Let's hope we hit it here. Okay, I'm going to get Hunting with, of course, that face down. Let me pitch for cost. I got to think for a second.
The only way this episode could be any better is if you miss like 3 or 4 on Snipe Hunter trying to pop this one.
Oh, stop. Come on, don't bring it into existence. All right, yeah, we'll target that face down. I'm going to pitch Book of Life.
I have no response.
I didn't expect you would. All right, let's see here.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, get rid of
off. It was Des Koala, so good
Nice.
thing you popped it. Good
Nice
thing you
little
popped
bit of burn out of the way. I'm okay with that. We'll go battle. I'll poke you for 15.
I'll take the 15.
Go ahead, your turn.
All right, let's draw. Main one here.
You can't do anything this turn. Pass it
I
over.
can't because you cold waved me. That's a fair point. Yeah, I'll just pass. I'm not in any
I
rush.
figured you would.
You're
Yes,
not
I will
killing
draw
me.
for turn.
You're
Stand
not
by
killing
me.
That's fine.
All right. Let's keep some pressure going. I'll throw down Jujitsu Master.
Sure.
I'm gonna activate Confiscation.
Oh God! You actually get to see something quite good.
I pay 1,000, but I do get to take a look here. Let me take a peek.
Take a peek.
Oh, morphing jar.
Yep.
Oh, he didn't set any of this. You little snake. Right, so the burn damage
Well,
doesn't
I
matter
was
to me.
cold waved, so I couldn't play anything.
Okay, I think this is actually a really easy choice for me. I'm gonna get rid of this gravity bind.
Yeah, I was hoping you didn't have Compy for that one reason. Like, Jar's also a consideration, but you can just snipe Jar, so, like, it's fine.
So I will set a card, and I will go battle phase. We'll go 13-15, and I know you have no response here. What did you have your chain debt?
Chain Detonation, double poison, level limit Jar.
Everything I can totally handle, Alex. No problem to me. All right, bud, your move. Go ahead.
This is where I just draw the other cards.
Oh no, standby phase. I have
You're gonna
another
dust shoot
hand
me?
ripper.
I did
Yeah,
draw
I'm
a
gonna-
monster. I did draw.
Oh,
It's not the good monster. Sadly.
It's not the good one. So the jar. The thing is what would I rather pop? I can't get over.
Descoala's got a big booty, buddy.
The start of damage step. Place that monster on top of the deck. I think I'm gonna have to actually shuffle back your Descoala.
I actually understand. Because you can't damage me if that card sticks. All right, cool.
I cannot. All right, go ahead.
Main one. Well, I guess this is where we just go for it. And if you snipe me, like, I guess you snipe me. I'm going to set one. I'm going to level limit. And then I'm just going to set my whole hand. And I'll throw it to you.
So the thing is,
This
Alex,
goes to defense, sir.
for what?
Level limit.
Oh, right. He is a
Did
4.
you forget
Okay.
this card had an effect?
Yeah, my bad. All right, so I'll go main 1.
You do have 2 potential hits with Snipe Hunter here.
I do. I really don't want to give you any more cards off of Jar, so I am going to have to actually pop this. I will elect to try to pop your face-down Morphing Jar, and I will pitch... Shut up. I will pitch another copy of the Hunter here, okay?
That's fine. I have no response. Damn. Oh,
Yes!
That was going to be
Oh my
so
God.
sick if you
That
missed.
was going to be
All
so
right.
scared, bro, if that didn't hit. Cool.
You going to try popping the level limit now? Because if not, you're only getting then 13. That's not a lot.
It's more than enough to me, but I will go battle phase, and I'll just put 13, which is fine.
Sure.
Yeah, at the pace we're going, I'm okay. I'll go main phase 2. Set a card, your move.
Back row. I will pass.
Okay, well, since I know everything you have, during the end phase, I will activate space on the level limit.
Sure.
Okay, and I'll draw. I'll go standby main.
Okay.
Oh, you have double poison. You can totally just protect. All right, I'll go Rhoda.
Sure.
All right, now I think you might be dead here. You might actually have one more turn under your belt, which is so funny, but who cares? I'll pick up the warrior lady.
Okay.
Let's put her to battle. And then
Sure.
To attack,
Yep.
15.
So this is going to be 3K 43 in total. So you are correct. I do have to do both of these if I want to live. So I will activate them both. I'll gain 2,400.
Yep.
And then I will take 15, 15, and 13.
All right, bud. I'll tell you what. You can draw anything you want. I don't care. It's your turn, man. Go ahead.
There are some things that do it, and that is not one of them. Game 3.
Let's go, baby.
That was just, it was too much. You hit 2 snipes, which the koala was whatever, but the morphing jar hitting was actually pretty significant. And then you also had the comfy with the dust shoot, which just means I just lost access to some of my cards. And getting rid of that gravity bind actually made quite a difference because that would have just slowed you down a bit. But, you know, I'm playing Chain Burn. I can't really complain. I'm playing a gimmicky deck. I actually think you pointed out correctly. I'm going to go second.
Yep.
I think me
that's
having
the
the
right
extra
choice.
card gives me a huge advantage in this matchup,
Yep.
and I honestly don't really care if you go first.
Hey, man, no problem. I'll gladly go first. I will go to my main phase 1. I will start with a DD Warrior Lady, and I'll tell you what, Alex, 15 on the big girl there. I'll just let it go. Your turn.
I'll draw. Let's head to main 1. I'm just going to set 1 and throw it to you.
Hey, doesn't seem good for a chain burn deck, bro. I'll draw. Standby. You got anything?
You're good.
Main. I'm curious. Let me get a peek, bro. Let me see. What's up? What are you hiding from me?
Well, I appreciate you doing the 1,000. Take a look. I'll write this down for you so you don't have to.
Thank you. Double Secret Burial, T-Roar, Chain Strike, Dark Hole. I mean, just probably Dark Hole's got to go here. Yeah, I don't imagine I care about all this burn damage.
I mean, now you know why I wasn't in much of a hurry.
Yeah.
I was hoping you would just overcommit, and then I can just dark hole you.
Right, so I got a game plan now, though. And like I said, without you having accumulated fortune or anything to pair with those last few cards in hand, hitting the Dark Hole's the way to go 100% here. So I got to figure that out. Cool. I will pair it with a powerful normal summon of Snipe Hunter.
Yep.
So it could be Gravity Bind, which slows me down a turn here. It'd be a 1 of if you had it. It could be a T-Roar. I'll just go Battle Phase.
Dimension Wall game 1.
It could be Dimension Wall, bro. And I'm going to tell you, if it's Dimension Wall, that's fine. I'm going to go Battle Phase, poke you for 15 with Snipe.
15's fine.
Okay, and poke you for 15 with Warrior Lady.
That's fine. I'll take it.
Okay, awesome. I'll go main 2. I will set 1, and I'll just pass. Go ahead.
Okay, we'll draw. Anything standby?
Nope, you're good.
Okay, you had dust shoot, so just making sure. Let's go main 1. I think what I want to do here. I will set another, and I'll just throw it to you.
Okay. I will draw. Standby phase, main phase.
Oh, good.
Oh, I mean, right, all right. I will attempt to leave main.
I'll T-roar this.
Oh, okay. I'll just tribute off the Warrior Lady for Vampire Lord.
Okay, that's fine.
I will, what is that face down? What are you holding on to? I'll just pass. Go ahead, bud.
Okay, let's draw. Interesting. I'll just set 1 and we'll throw it to you.
All right. I'll draw for turn. Standby phase into main phase.
Yes, sir.
I'll activate Snipe Hunter, pitching Dark Hole to target this face down.
No response.
It's hit every time
It's
so
hit every
far,
time.
baby.
3
It's
of 3.
too
It is a
good.
koala.
All right. A Shure Priest.
Sure.
Battle.
Start step, threatening roar.
Okay, another T-Roar. No problem. Main 2. Tell you what, I'll just go to end. We'll bounce the Priest back to hand. Your move.
We'll draw. Let's go ahead and set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hey, man. No problem.
Go for
All right,
it.
I will draw for turn. Standby.
Nothing.
Main.
What do you got?
I had to wait till I cleared both of your T-roars there, because then this would make sense. Even if you have accumulated fortune here, I think this might be the wrap. I'm going to activate Cold Wave.
Cold Wave as the set, huh? Okay. Chain Link 2, I will Secret Barrel.
That's fine.
Chain Link 3, I will Chain Strike.
That's fine.
Chain Link 4, I will Chain Strike.
Never had a problem with it. All right, cool.
This is a bit of a weird card. It says you can't activate this card if multiple cards or effects within the same are in that chain, but the chain it's referring to is the chain it's already active, not counting itself. So this does work.
What? Wait, what did you just say to me?
Because
Explain that
the
to me.
last
Wait.
line of text says you can't activate it if multiple cards or effects with the same name are in that chain. It's referring to that chain, everything else besides the chain strike being activated. So you're allowed to activate 2 of these in succession, but I can't activate like a third one.
Are
That
you
doesn't
sure?
work.
Did you look that up?
I have looked that up. It does work.
Yeah, you would fucking research.
I needed to look it up. This
chamber
actually
neck.
matters. Yes, you can do it with accumulated fortune too. It works the same way.
Okay,
and then
I'll believe
anything?
you again. All right. No, you're good. You
Okay.
can't kill me here. I'm not scared, bro.
And then I have another secret barrel.
I know you do. Yes. All right. How much is this? Not enough.
So this is, sadly, I'm very pissed actually. So it is 1,200, and then the chain strike, the second chain strike was chain link 4, so that'll do 16. I don't know why I'm taking the damage. You take 1,200.
So 28 from the chain strikes, and
Then
then it's
you take-
12 each from your.
So
barrels,
24
right?
total, correct?
Yep.
Yes, okay. And then cold wave resolves.
Okay, and then. Yeah. Battle phase. Good game.
Yeah, good game.
Bro,
So
oh my god, yeah. So I had to wait to clear tier roars there because you could just chain the wave and then wave would effectively do nothing.
Right.
So I just waited until I didn't even know that first one was a set tier roar from start. But I'm glad I worked around them before I activated wave here. And like I said, if you had accumulated fortune here, it doesn't matter what you draw. Like I'm clearing any monster with snipe.
Right, right.
And then you can't activate anything. So
there's
it's
no
it's
like
an-
quick effect, discard, do damage, or gain life or anything like that. Yeah.
I hate to say, but like there was no way you're winning. Even if you drew your one gravity bind, I had
So,
space. and I
wrong,
had
actually.
this
I
too.
would have won had I actually set the 2 secret barrels last turn. The turn prior to the last one that I did set them. So the reason for that, and I think if I did my math correctly, this is how this works. So I had the chain strike. I drew the second chain strike, and I had the 2 secret barrels. You knew about this.
Yes.
I had a copy of Tremendous Fire in hand.
Oh,
and
okay, I
so
didn't
what
know this,
I could
yes.
have done was, had the secret barrels had been set, the Tremendous Fire is 1,000. Both secret barrels are also 1,000, but it puts my 2 chain strikes to chain link 4, chain link 5. So chain link 4 chain strike will do 16, and chain link 5 is 2,000. So I think that like just would have cleared your life total had that been the case. Alternatively, if you were to have sniped, I think that also would have given me the extra chain
'Cause it's a
link as
chain
well.
link. Yeah, it's a chain
correct.
link.
Yeah. So I was dangerously close to actually doing it, but the problem was I just didn't get like an accumulated fortune to refuel my hand. Confiscation was a card I was very concerned about because in retro formats, Comfy wasn't like legal when Chain Burn was out, and so the fact that you get to see my hand and just rip the best card, like I could have Darkhold your field when it was Snipe plus Warrior Lady, which would have set you back tremendously. You wouldn't have been able to summon like this Vampire Lord. You wouldn't have just had the extra damage to be able to kill me quicker. I could have sat on Threatening Roar a little bit longer without having to use it. So it didn't work out. I think it was very winnable, but sadly, it just didn't come to fruition like I was thinking.
It's the funniest thing that you point all this out too, because typically people think of Chainburn as just like, you know, like the helmet that you put it on and you just slaughter people, right?
Yeah.
Like you don't have to think. But like, no, there's actually a lot of thought process in it. Going second was like a huge leg up. Like I remember, and I always go back to, because Joji Orlando, Yu-Gi-Oh! History explains all this, man. And he really talked about like how Chainburn was a difficult deck to play, but if you played it correctly, it was near unstoppable. And the fact that you're pointing out like you had an avenue to game if you played it correctly is so funny when you're thinking the context it's Chainburn.
Yeah, no, exactly. And also, too, you sniping Koala would have helped clear the threshold as well had you not killed it. So, like, I had ways, but you just had the answers to be able to deal with it. Snipe went 100% this entire game, which, let's be honest, does not happen very often. And so, yeah, like, games 2 and 3 were both very winnable for me, had things gone better my way, but that's Yu-Gi-Oh! Sometimes. I tried to play something off the wall that you weren't going to expect, and I was 99% confident you weren't going to have Des Wombat or anything in the side deck for. So that was the move. I was playing I was laughing that you would trap Dust Shoot. I probably had 3 monsters in my main deck. And the fact that there were 2 in my hand, I was like, what are the fucking chances?
Yeah.
of
So I
this?
realized game 2 when I put that Dust Shoot in from the side deck, I was like, as soon as I draw it, I was like, I'm really lucky this worked out. But But that was the dumbest thing that I could have did, because I realized that I'm like, this man plays no monsters. I'm gonna get a look at his hand at all spells. I'm gonna go, yeah, that's cool. So I don't know. It got lucky that it was able to do its thing there, but my deck was not at all prepared for like a matchup like this. Like I played the Monarch deck again with like Soul Exchange.
Sure.
And I took some keys from you with like Ryu Koki and stuff. But
you did have Koki. I didn't even know if you had it.
And I did realize I had a Book of Life too. I forgot about
nice.
that.
Cool.
So yeah, I think you were on the right page with this thing. So I was able to build something similar to it. Honestly, I took out a lot of my spell trap removal from the side deck, so I was lucky to be able to see the things that I did.
Sure. So Gage, just get it over with. We already know you won last episode. We know you spun the wheel. I may have a preview of of what you may have spun, because you texted me a question that may have alluded to it. But go ahead and enlighten me as to what you spun.
So yeah, bro, I had you waiting a little bit because I had to call in some help, because I had an incredible option at my fingertips. I was lucky enough to spin on the wheel today a Starlight Rare wild card. So, you know, justice from getting the common last time, bro. I was able to pick anything from the anything from our current collection. There was a lot of options, bro.
There's a lot.
So, like, I think I think the last time you had it, there, like, you take the options, triple them, bro. There were so many more cards that I had to pick from. There was things like Blackluster Soldier that I considered. I considered Sinister Serpent, because we would never get a chance to see that card. I considered so many different things, bro. But the one thing that I knew I couldn't pass up. I knew I couldn't pass up. And it was completely worthless against this matchup today.
Snatch steal. That's fitting. That's fitting. I feel like you had to go for it in true Progression Series fashion. It is funny, the one episode you had this, the first episode, I should say, that it did nothing for you.
And yeah, bro, I swear to God, man, if I showed you this out of mercy and you ban it the next episode, I'm going to be angry. I could have just held it, kept it a secret. But no, I like you enough to show you that I got a really good card. So
am I going to the banning? I think I'm
Man, that's it. That's your third loss?
I thought it was a second loss.
So, right? Didn't I win the last two?
I thought you won the last one. I don't even remember. Oh God.
Excuse me, bro. You're playing a poopy deck. You were asking to go too hard.
Okay. The other thing too, I completely forgot to mention this. There is like almost no spell and trap back row removal in this entire like series. You have like MST and like a Dust Tornado and like True Nade. Like whoop-de-doo, right? So like I have no fear most of the time. Like you had snipe almost every game, which was helpful. But most of the time, like I don't really care, because like one of the biggest fears with this deck is that Heavy Storm was legal, and in our format it's banned. So like great, that's something I don't have to worry about. But you know, it is what it is.
I think you might be right. You might be on a 2-loss streak this time. So you got another one on your belt, and I got another episode.
I was about to say, you should be happy that I'm on a 2-loss streak, because that means you get to keep Snatch Steal.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Would love to see it.
Till next time. I know you're gonna be siding Des Wombat next time, so I'm gonna have to switch it up to something else. But this was at least fun to try. I got one win off of you, and I was very close to winning it. So guys, that's going to wrap it up for another video. I really hope you all enjoyed. Let's go ahead and shout out the patrons for all of their continued support. So shoutouts to Shadow1317, Moto, Cameron Smith, Tim00x3, MBT Play Medolce, Ika Iron Fang, Chaotic Meatball, Part 2, Pony Stark, Dan the Man Hoban, Synchro Guy, I Ship MBT and Simo, Draconic Rockslide, Jordan Coons, Iron Bladesman, Jesse Wood, Chris Hood, David Liu, Phoenix the Immortal, Sky Rose, Dylan Hunter, Cody Bretch, John Two-Base, Extremely Vulgar Man, Brody Eastwood, Serious Business, Carlos DT, Flannel Daddy, Hornet, TC Gaming, Thanks for the Sleeves Dad, MBT Caught Injecting His Fairy Lily, Matthew Brady, Max the Warrock Investments Janitor, Valen Jackson, Twinkle Muncher, Eater of Crayons, Aren't You Glad I Didn't Say Alpha Tribute Benten, Luabon Yodabon, Helios 515, The Anti-Big Brain, Ben K, OTK Play, Simping for Simo, Mike Ties, Stolfin Amethyst, Tyler H, Nicholas Carpenter, Simo's Harem of Sexy Yugi Tubers, LGMBTQ, Nim Noodle, Malabranch of the Burning Tunnel, Stella and Zoe Vermillion, Wonder Waffle, James Keen, Skull Servant, and the Wandering Doomed or Boyfriends, MBT cancel by all community soon, cancel by all committee soon, cancel by all players soon, Not Reading Cards makes the game interesting and you know it, The Undertaker versus CMO and MBT. Wait, play the concert video one more time, Hunter Reed, TTV Shrugs IX, Cayman CJ, ITF, Dark Echo, and Corvain. Thank you so much for watching the video, and we will see you next time.